This is another Meta Talk.
So isn't it true that we all desire to live a life of greatness? Don't we want to get up in the morning and we want to do something that really, really matters? We want to do something remarkable with our lives. I don't think that any of us are born and grow up wanting to just live the status quo, do something little. We want to live with purpose, we want to live with passion, we want to live with abandon, we want to do something meaningful with our lives. But let me ask you this, how often do we actually? Is your life everything that you hoped that it would be? Or do you just find yourself sometimes struggling to keep up with the status quo or respond to everybody else's demands? Any parents in the room? Just struggling to go through the motions day by day. And yet we come together and we dream and we talk about these great, amazing exploits that we want to do, and we talk about how we want to save the world, and we have events like this and we become inspired about the things that we can do and the impact that we can make. And then we go home, and do we carry that inspiration and turn it into something tangible and measurable, into actual action and results? Or do we close the garage door behind us and go back to our comfortable little lives and allow that passion and that fire to dwindle inside of us? You see, I believe that we're all leaders. We all have a sphere of influence, whether it's a small or large. We all have people that their worlds that we can change. And we all carry a gift. We all have a resource or a talent or an idea or a relationship or a skill or time that we can bring to effect change within our sphere of influence. Even this little guy, with the significant disadvantage of being drawn by me, has a gift that he can bring to his world. Now imagine if we all, across the world, took our gift, took our resource, took our idea, took our experience and our talent, and we invested it in our own sphere of influence. Imagine the ripple effect that could take place. Just maybe, just perhaps, if that happened, we actually could change the world. But why don't we? Why is it left to only a few? Why are there still children starving in the nations of the earth? Why are there still young girls being exploited? Why are there still wives being beaten in our own neighbourhoods? Why are there still elderly ladies sitting alone on a Sunday afternoon? Why is it that there is still amazing potential for incredible social enterprise initiatives that are yet to be birthed? Why is it that potential still sometimes goes to the grave unspent? I have an idea about why this is so. And my idea is this, that although we're all leaders, sometimes we lack the boldness to truly have an effect. Think about it. Do you lack boldness? Think about the last time you let an opportunity walk by and you didn't seize it. What about the last time you had an amazing idea and you didn't put action to it and see it come to fruition? And maybe you told yourself, a story, and you talked yourself out of that. What was it that you told yourself? Maybe you said, it's too expensive. I could never afford it. Or maybe you said, who am I to step up to something so grand, something so significant? Who am I to change the world? I'm not skilled enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not educated enough. I'm not connected enough. I'm just not enough. And if you've ever experienced something like that, I have an answer for you. And the answer is very, very simple. So I want you to lean in with me, and I want you to listen because you might miss it. If you've ever seen an opportunity pass and rather than seeing the potential, you've let it go because all you saw was the problems, I want to tell you this. Simply be bold. Or if you've ever struggled with self-worth and you've thought, I'm not good enough and I could never actually step up to the thing that's in me that I want to bring to the earth, I tell you the same thing. Be bold. Or if you're the leader of an organisation and you're trying in vain to build a team and get traction and get people on board and passion and bring your idea and really make a difference in your sphere of influence, I tell you, be bold. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Melissa, bold, that's an ugly word. That's for those kind of people, the salesman type, the brash people. That's not me. Bold can look any way you want it to look. Because bold is not personality. It has nothing to do with your personality. Bold is simply character. Boldness is a decision. It's a decision to step up and to bring what it is that you've got in your hand to the table. Boldness is a decision to make an impact within your sphere of influence. And it's a commitment to making a difference in the world, for living for a cause bigger than yourself and for bringing your true self to the table. And so I ask you this, because we're all leaders. What is it that you need to step up to? Where is it that you need to be bolder in your world? Because the world needs you, and the world needs the gift that you've got in your hands. Thank you.
This has been another Metamorphic production.